Brotherhood, integrity, and service. All the things that the men of Phi Beta Sigma exemplify on SCSU's campus. This fraternity is the first of this kind to appear in our community. Phi Beta Sigma is the first historically black fraternity at SCSU.
I'm Josh Cobb.
I'm Augustus Johnson.
I'm Tarek Abdul Kadus. So for myself, I had to do with it had a historical aspect along with I got to take part in the brotherhood before I became a brother.
I knew one brother and I had a really good conversation, and from there he held on to my number for like 2 years and passed it to other guys and found me in St. Cloud. So that's kind of how that all went down, and it was kind of like they noticed me and they noticed that I was a part of organizations and doing volunteer work.
I got to build those relationships. I got to see that a lot of these men are like doctors and they're educators and they're successful black men. I know for me personally, like growing up, I didn't see a lot of positive black figures, and on top of that, I mean, just kind of what the fraternity stands for, like just the principles, motto, culture for service, service for humanity.
The road to getting the Sigmas here was not easy, but it was a process well worth the wait.
Shockingly, we do have somebody that was a part of that they're bringing here.
My name is Travis Kelly. I'm one of the founders, one of the three on the Tail Club. Talking with people on campus, and it was really tough because they're so used to IFC and PHC organizations, whereas MPHC, there's a whole different process, and it's not just what I've been told that you just get a few people, we're done. They're already established, so we had to establish it. And the main person was Alfonso. Alfonso did the legwork for about 1.5 years, 2 years.
Even against stereotypes and stigma, the Sigmas still rise to the occasion by helping the St. Cloud community.
They're not expected to know the culture because they've never been exposed to the culture, especially in a state like Minnesota and in St. Cloud at that. So it's establishing why an organization like Phi Beta Sigma is so important, why the Divine Nine in general is so important, and what roles they played in black history. So when we're trying to establish Phi Beta Sigma, we're also trying to establish a part of African American history at the same time. So it's our job to establish that, but the tough part is how do we establish that in a fun way that also engages people in the field of academia when it comes to the history.
Just like the comfort level. I know I was just speaking with someone from one of the, I forgot the name of the org, but basically a PWI organization, and she was like, yeah, I like you guys' events, but you were a little hesitant to coming to your guys' event.
Going down in history and helping the community, the Sigmas have found a place at St. Cloud State.
But service with meaning, not just having something just to take a picture and say we're doing a service, not to go around and do a neighborhood pick up a few pieces of trash, hold your trash bags up, take a picture with your sign. It's much deeper. It's actually doing something that actually matters. Going out to these schools, mentoring some of these young men around here, making your campus community better, whether it be on an academic level or helping them establish relationships on a social level.
When I tell you, this is one of the most legendary things that we could do to introduce it to a whole new, diaspora of people from St. Cloud. This, how many other black Greek organizations are in St. Cloud at that, and that are, proud to wear their letters and doing things like that. It's kind of hard to see, and that's just legendary. I feel like for all of us, we're gonna go down into history for that.
Blue, Phi, you know.